Okay. So we could come down low. Oh, Devin, what's up? Oh, hold on. There's another person. Devin, what's going on, man? So we're just starting out. We're going over total market cap right now. We pulled back majorly, obviously. We're dropping. Oh, we got another person coming in. Hold on. I should have just waited a few more minutes. How's everyone doing? What's up? What's up? So going over the crypto market right now. So total market cap, we came down to the 618, $2.4 trillion, which is pretty low for what's going on right now. But all the markets are going obviously really bearish right now, right? We already know this. But what I see from here, honestly, we could come down, maybe down to the 7.1, which would be 2.2 down into here, but we would catapult from here. I'm almost certain if we come down. We honestly, right now, we could possibly, if we can break above here on the 4 hour, we'll be looking really much, we'd be looking a lot better. Okay. But the real, like I teach you guys in person, that's internal liquidity. Really, the external is going to be coming from here or here. But if we could break above this up here, this big red box, that's where we'll be full bulls. I mean, it'll be completely bullish from here on. So let's go over Bitcoin. Let me show. I'm using these just for a cleaner chart. I went over it a little bit earlier. Um, right now, Bitcoin is in a weird spot. We don't have any Elliott wave. We don't have anything crazy. We came right down what I've been calling for a while, 70, honestly, it's very, very possible we come down to 72,000 still. It could happen. Which isn't the end of the world. Like, dude, we have so much shit coming for Bitcoin and crypto in general. But hello, how's it going, Yachty? Right now, like just real quick, I'll just show you like just for today. Look at this shit. Like we have the most like this just came in. Trump's goal is to eliminate taxes for anyone earning less than 150K a year. Deutsche Bank says Bitcoin is like gold. Trump said today the markets are going to soar. Also, I don't know if you guys seen this, but today we had major, 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 major positive news. The CPI data right here, the core CPI, and that came in lower than expected, which means inflate. That basically is inflation number. Okay, so they were forecasting it for here to be zero point 0.4. It came down to zero point 0.2, zero point 0.5, zero point 0.2. And then this is like the inflation data right here, the true inflation. They were projecting 3%. It came down to 2.8. You can't, like, we are getting major good things starting to ease. Also, U.S. mortgage rates dropped for the sixth consecutive week to the lowest level since December 2024. President Trump says the latest inflation numbers are very good news. SEC preparing to end the lawsuit with XRP finally. Um, Trump wants to lower taxes. Democrats, he said. Canada has a new prime minister. Then you got Rumble bought 188 Bitcoin. Bank of Russia to allow limited crypto purchases for investors. Obviously, pretty communist country. So I mean, but China no longer bans crypto for people to invest in. You can buy crypto in China now. Um, Also, obviously, I'm sure you guys have heard the crypto reserve, but there's one thing that's even better. I want to show you one more thing before the charts. Just one more thing. No, it's not even on here. So, what's her name? And then follow me on X if you guys want to. Actually, I'll find it in my post. Here it is. Senator Lummis just said President Trump is with us on her bill of buying 1 million Bitcoin. I mean, you can't make this shit up. And we got really good things coming, man. I don't know how true this one is about Warren Buffett now wanting to buy Bitcoin and crypto. I don't know how true that is because I saw Grok, the AI on X, actually say one of the things is false. So I don't know. Japan will cut taxes on Bitcoin gains. I mean, dude, if they're doing it, I guarantee you Trump's gonna get it done. Yeah, follow me on X, guys. All in with so on YouTube and TikTok. I go live every day. I make videos on YouTube and X. Today I had actually a really good stream on uh, both YouTube and I had a lot of people jumping in on TikTok live today. And I was just trading, live trading on the charts. We hit some trades this morning and we hit, we cashed out already. But yeah, follow me. It's all in with Mitch um, on X, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow me on all three, and I post a lot of stuff on that. But on Twitter, you might have to type in all in with Alex, I think. I don't know. If you type in all in with Mitch, it might actually come up. But let me get to the charts, guys. Okay, you can. All in with Mitch, all one word on YouTube, X, and TikTok. And obviously, you got a lot of good free information from me every day, and you get to see my face. So now this is where we're at, guys. So, Bitcoin, yes, we need to honestly break above here. This is like if we can just get above that, that would be good, but we really need to get above all of this. Okay. So if we can get past 90,000, get past this box, we'll be seeing something like this. And then I'll go over, I'm going to show you guys something on gold because gold's been going parabolic. Gold's been doing really, really good. So we want to see Bitcoin come up, break this, retest, hopefully come up higher, break above, retest, and then we're going to be on to the races. If we can get above that 90, this resistance is external. And then obviously this would be the next target up here at 99, or hitting 100,000 again. But for now, we gotta, with trading, you gotta build the roof and we gotta build the floor. You gotta build the floor and then go to the ceiling and then move up to the next stage. You gotta move it up into stages as it goes, right? You don't want to sit here and try trading in between all, like getting all caught in the middle and just getting screwed every time. You want to make sure you're waiting for you're waiting for a short, you're waiting for some keep it simple, wait for some resistance. Obviously always follow the trend. Like if we're going bullish, then look for bullish signals. Right now, the crypto market has been and the stock market has been bearish. But with today's data saying that, inflation number is coming down, now we got FOMC 6 days from now. If we get a rate cut, let's see what it's projected for real quick. Yeah, it's a 98% chance it's going to stay what it is. But there's always that 2%. Now, hear me out. If we get a rate cut in 6 days, shit's going to go insane. Like, money will be flowing into the stock and the crypto market like crazy. Mark my words. We got good news today, but if we can get interest rates to come down, that's when we're going parabolic. But for Bitcoin, I don't see us going anything lower than the 70,000 range. The other thing to remember is on the 70,000 range, right? This is where election night popped off, okay? This right here was election night where we're at 67,000 on the 4th or on the 5th too, at 67,000. And then we finally we blew past it. We broke above and we soared, right? So that's another reason why this area isn't that crazy, right? Because this is where we began this big rally after the election. So it's like this, it all lines up and it all makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? It really, really makes a lot of sense. So where I see us going in the short term, it's kind of hard to say, okay? It's really hard to say, but I want to show you guys. I know Brandon, Daniel, you guys got a little crypto, like on a portfolio level. Like, let's just not even talk about day trading for this second. Let's just talk about on a portfolio basis, right? What I would tell you guys to buy right now, if you were trying to get into crypto, obviously Bitcoin, I wouldn't say buy this second, but I mean, look at even right now, it's on the hour, we're printing another green candle. And I mean, it's not looking bad. We technically broke above this already. We broke above this, with a full candle close too. So we're getting some bullish momentum, and I'm not saying like pop in this the second, but I'm just saying like we are moving to the right direction. Also, let's look at the SP 500. Today, it did boom. It did do pretty good. We had a bullish reaction right into this support zone, and we went up, right? Nasdaq, it went a little, not as much, but it's starting to build a little trend line. But you guys need to remember these trend lines. These are sources of liquidity that get swept. It's money that the market will eventually want to sweep, right? Now, here's the big thing. This is the DXY, the dollar index, okay? So it's the US dollar against, multiple different currencies like the euro, the GBP, JPY, stuff like that, right? So this shows us, this is like one of the most important things to watch and pay attention to. So inflation, let's see. So November 5th, October all or September all the way up into January, we just kept going higher and higher, right, on the dollar. Now remember, this is not good for investors that are holding stocks and crypto, right? Because when the dollar index is going up and the dollar is going up, assets go down. So we're talking stocks, crypto, commodities like gold, silver, oil. They're all going down when the dollar is going up. So we want, a weaker dollar because then that way our assets are worth more, right? So inflation numbers came down lower. And as you can see, since February 2nd, we have just been dumping down. But yet, that's the crazy part. You're also seeing, I know this is a once this stuff happens where the dollar is dropping, right? So you'd say, Alex, why isn't the stocks and crypto booming right now? Because the dollar is just tanking, right? But this is one of those things where it's not always to the T because we have tariffs, we have so much fear and uncertainty in the market right now that people are scared, right? So they're getting out of assets and going back into gold or bonds, right? I mean, gold was even dropping for a few days too, but now it's been booming. Like you can see here, it was definitely dumping down, found its support, and now it's rallying. Let me clean this up, though. Jesus, I can't see nothing. Like for me too, like I have a business, I sell cars outside of trading. And dude, like every car dealer I know, used cars, I sell used cars, and every used car dealer I know, they haven't, it's tax return, it's tax season, right? Usually this is the golden moment for selling cars because everyone gets their tax return and they're booming. I've been, it's starting to pick up. I've been selling a few cars now, but it's like I can tell you right now, you know something's different because everyone I know has not been moving cars like that. And it's because there's so much uncertainty and fear in the market. Like right now, I bet you a lot of people are getting their tax returns just to pay bills, to use it for bills and rent and stuff like that. And that's just what it is right now. But I promise you, long term, the tariffs and all this other stuff, it is going to benefit the country. We are going to be in a better economy, cleaning up a lot of the stuff our taxes are going to, and the government spending is going to get cut down. The government spending is the main thing that was putting us into major inflation and economic disaster, really. But that will be getting trimmed, and just stay tuned. In crypto, in stocks, everything's still gonna rally. Like the SP 500, this is the index for the top 500. It is reaching a super good daily support zone. Why do you think that is? Just like on crypto, because we're about to boom. Honest to God, it is manipulated a little. Like all of this is a little bit manipulated. Here's the euro. Look at the euro to the dollar. It's been booming. You go back to crypto. Yeah, we've been dumping, right? Oh man, let me clean. Hold on, let me get a clean. Okay, we've been dumping. I know my charts sometimes look a little crazy, but there's a method to my madness. I know what I'm reading stuff. I know it can look a little crazy. Um, Shit, right now Bitcoin's still pushing up. My indicators even calling a blue arrow down here. This is indicator called Market Cipher, and it's actually really good. I'm learning how to use it. It's the free version. You can look it up. Market Cipher B by Wello Trade. This is the free version. The actual real version of it is like $1,500 for a lifetime thing on it. It's an expensive indicator, but it's highly, highly, highly recommended. I haven't yet to buy it. I'm going to. So it works pretty well though. I'm not gonna lie. Even the I'm saying the free version works pretty well. But Ethereum, this yellow line, it actually broke below it. But these yellow lines were this one's not so much now, but this yellow line is definitely the golden moment for Ethereum, I believe. I think it's going to be where it could go to 1500, but it could hold here, right? We don't know 100% yet. It could respect this whole support here, but it might go through it. It's just we don't know for sure. Solana, these are all, by the way, the yellow lines on Solana here, daily levels where we had an open close drop, open close drop. These are daily, major daily levels that I marked up. Solana actually in the short term, I'll show you guys, could be a good short. Okay, I'm going to show you what I see. So right now, Solana's been actually maintaining this little trend line. I guess it's not falling like that just a little bit, but it's been maintaining this trend line a little bit, right? But remember, trend lines aren't always like the answer. Trend lines can be snapped. It's just liquidity being built up to the upside or the downside. But Brandon had to leave. It's all good. If we get back up to here, I really do think we could probably push down maybe to this bottom support back here and then rally. Um, it's really like up in the air. Like everyone needs to see us break above. All these coins are at a point where it's like they gotta break above these, resistance levels before we can say we're going bullish, right? But I will say Solana's holding up pretty well. Right now I'm going over coins, guys, that I highly suggest you buy for your portfolio, like on a long-term basis, not leverage trade this second. I'm saying if you want to get into crypto, you haven't gotten in yet, these are the great coins that I would get into. Bitcoin, obviously, you always get into. Ethereum, yeah, I still 100% believe in Ethereum. I hold Ethereum. Solana, 100%. I hold a lot of Solana. That's like my majority bag. Now, this is the other coin that I highly, highly, highly suggest. I've been buying it since 40 cents. It's called SUI. Okay. This coin is rather new. It came out May of 2023. Really good project, fast network, just like real similar to Solana. Okay. I got in down here at like 48 cents before it really started to pump. I wish I would have got more, just like XRP. I got in at 30 cents back in 2022. I've been holding it for 3 years. I wish I would have got more though. But SUI, we've just been having base rally, base rally, and then we topped out at $5.40. $5.40, guys. And we were down at 40 cents, man. It topped out in January of this year. So just 2 months ago, this thing made a top of $5.30. It would not stop. Curtis on the crypto on IOVIA when I educated, he was talking about it the other night. And it's like, dude, I've been waiting for this thing to pull back so I could get in. I guess he didn't get in beforehand, but it's a solid project. He also highly recommended it. Yeah, I 100% agree with Kurt on most, pretty much everything he talks about. But as you can see, we came into the 7-1 level. We came right into it and we whipped into it. It bounced quickly. This is the coin that I've been day trading the most. It has really good liquidity, has good volatility, it moves fast. It's a very bullish coin when you start moving. And I honestly am going to get more for long-term holding at these levels any day now. So I personally think if you guys want to get into crypto, Sui should be one of your top picks. I really do. At $2.20 right now, it's a really good level. Dude, even if you're just getting $40, get $40. Like, you know what I mean? If this coin gets to, let's say, $8 or $10, if you just did $50 or $100 right now, that's 226. You're gonna be they hit $10, you're gonna be almost at $1,000. So I'm just saying this is a really good project. XRP. Now XRP is different because it was being held down for a very, very long time. Okay. SEC finally got out of the lawsuit. I mean, I was buying it way over here in 2022 at 30, 40 cents, right? And now accumulate. We saw the pump, it dropped, but as soon as Trump won the election, he said the guy at the FTC, Gary Gensler, is getting fired. He's gone. So that was the green light for XRP to just go parabolic. And we reached $3.40. Now, this is on the weekly time frame. As you can see, we have just been going sideways. But the thing about that is all these other cryptos have been dropping dramatically, like Solana, for example. They've been dropping really hard, right? XRP kind of has been holding on just a little bit better. Okay. The other thing about XRP is all the banks are adopting it. Now, when I say that, it doesn't mean like Bank of America is at the top of this list I have. I got a list of all the banks. Oh, we're running out of time, but all the banks. And the thing about it is, like, say I was to sell you guys money, they're not going to be like, oh, we're sending each other XRP. What is going on is they're buying and accumulating XRP. So then on the back end, so say I sell you money, they're going to do all the transactions or a wire transfer. All the transactions on the back end for the bank will be running through the XRP network because of the security, the speed, how cheap it is. So this is going to be a major, major project because all the banks, Bank of America is on that list. I mean, there's so many banks that adopted this, and it's not just in the United States. There's more banks outside of the United States that adopted it. So I am really excited because I've been in XRP for a while now. I caught it on the last bull run. I made good money on XRP also. And I think this time we are at least going to hit six, maybe even $8. Um, I mean, with all the banks adopting it, anything's possible for this coin. I mean, I think we're going to see some crazy numbers on XRP. So, a lot of people say, hey, well, if I get XRP, what about XLM? I personally am not in Stellar. I'm not a big, I mean, yeah, it has a cool technology. It's very similar to XRP, but HBAR too, a lot of people are hyped about it. Cardano, I'm not in Cardano. I don't think anyone should buy Cardano. Now, Chainlink is a one of the top picks for me. Okay, and Kurt on Go Live says the same thing. Now he used a really good example the other night. I'm going to steal his quote. Okay, so think of us. We owned New York City, right? Well, with think of Chainlink as all the plumbing throughout the entire city. That is Chainlink, right? Without the plumbing, all you have is a bunch of, the whole city's not going to, without plumbing, doesn't work right. Chainlink connects all these networks together. And this is a project that does so many, I mean, nothing else does what it does. Okay. There's similar ones that kind of do it, but not like it Chainlink does. And it is one of the top real world asset coins too. It's also in the one of the top DeFi projects. Caspa is another one that a lot of people don't talk about. I was lucky enough to literally read the white paper on this and buy in all the way down here in 2022. I have rode this thing already here. I can just show you the returns on that. It's 1,000%. And it's crazy because I just happened to read the white paper, 1,600%. And it has never seen a bear market. Like, you guys got to remember, while all the coins are still in a bear market, this thing was running. So, like, I'm really curious to see what this coin ends up doing. Right now, it's at 7 cents. I think it's in a great buy zone, 786 and 71 on the daily. This is one of the top projects I suggest. Jupiter, I also have high hopes for Jupiter, which is a decentralized exchange for Solana network, like the number one decentralized exchange DEX for Solana. It is now back at this level. I mean, 50 cents is insane. Also, if you're in Jupiter and you stake your Jupiter, you get like a couple times a year, they do airdrops for people that stake their Jupe on the network. Dude, I only have like, I don't know, 2,000 Jupe tokens. And I've been staking them, and you vote every month. They probably do a vote or two, and you need to engage in the votes for different things about the project. Anyways, like last airdrop in January, I got over $500 worth of Jupe tokens. I got like 500 tokens. They were over $1 at the time back here in January, and it's like just for holding and staking and being part of it. Another one I really suggest is Aerodrome, and it's back at these crazy good levels, 53, 52 cents. This token is the number one DEX, decentralized exchange, for the base network. And this is Coinbase's network, right? Coinbase is basically like the Apple of crypto, right? It makes it very easy and mainstream. And I really think like I've been doing the same thing. I have Aerodrome just like on Dupe. I don't stake it. I lend it, but it's kind of the same thing. You earn rewards on the lending, and which is totally secure. Like it's nothing you need to worry about lending it because it's basically like you're staking. Same thing. Um, Render and Filecoin. I know we're running out of time, but Render and Filecoin. Filecoin did drop a little bit lower than I thought, but I think I'm not even in it yet. But Kurt and Mike speak real highly of it. I think it will be really good. It's basically like it stores a lot of data for a lot of the blockchains and stuff, and it does a lot of stuff on the back end that's important for the networks, right? Render, it lends GPU data, so like you can have multiple computers, the GPU power of the computers without actually having the computers by using render. Same thing, kind of data type thing. Now the last one before we run out of time, I want to make sure I point out Ondo. Now BlackRock is fully adopting Ondo, speak very highly of Ondo. They're a big part of Ondo, and it is a real world asset token, and it is the number one real world asset token. So what they want to do is gold, silver, stocks, they want to tokenize everything. real estate, anything. And I think Ondo is going to be the driving car for that. I think Ondo is going to be the number one. I mean, it is the number one real world asset now, but it's such a new thing that, there can be a new coin that kind of project that comes out, but you got to remember BlackRock is fully in Ondo and speaks highly of it. The CEO, Larry Fink, whatever, he speaks highly of Ondo. And if they're backing it, that means big, big money is backing it. So Ondo, Injective, also a good choice. All these coins are in such good zones right now. And I'm not gonna, sit here and go over a bunch of meme coins, but I would say Pepe is probably, if you're gonna do a little bit on, I would just do Pepe and Bonk. Bonk was the number one leader in the Solana meme coin phase. Like that was the one that started most of it. Um, but I would say Pepe is the number one meme coin by far on the Ethereum network. So it's like Bonk, Solana, the face of the Solana meme coin, and Pepe, the face for the Ethereum network meme coin. And that's kind of like why I think those two are going to be probably really big performers. Because we saw in the last bull run, Doge came out and Shiba, and look what Doge did. We already know the story. Or, if you don't, I mean, it ran 12,000%. And Doge has been doing great, but there's so much money in Doge and Shiba at this point that I still think they're going to do numbers. Like, don't get me wrong, especially at these levels if you bought, I know it's going to clear this and it's going to clear this high too, which is a great return. Like, don't get me wrong, just that's 200%. But I do think Bonk and I think Pepe are going to be, they could do what Doge and Shiba did last bull run. You know what I mean? Like, they have, I think Pepe has endless possibilities. Yes, it already has ran, 5,000%, but we pulled way back. And I think there's going to be that second big wave up. And well, I guess I'm the third wave back up. And I think we'll clear this. And just from like where it's at now, right? Let's just say from there to the high is a good 350%. So I personally think it will easily clear that. Easily. Objective. So those I think are really good options. I think just sticking to those, you're gonna win, like no matter what. Even if you're to pick four or five of them, that's kind of something.